Hi, I'm Melody. Please like and subscribe. I was walking in the school hallway after I failed my chemistry exam for the 5th time in the 10th grade. And that's when I realized that the best thing I could do was look for a good husband and marry him after graduation. I had no future in college anyways. And when I was busy imagining myself as the wife of a handsome billionaire, I bumped into a boy I had never seen before. And in a heavy accent, he said, "You have 3 weeks to fall in love with me." What? I was shocked, but he looked very serious. I tried to push him away, but he stopped me. "It's only 3 weeks. And I know you very well, Melody. You like taking risks. Agree to this, and I promise you, you will have the best time of your life." I stared at him and started talking, but I tripped over something and was about to fall when he caught me just in time. "Easy there, baby girl." What did he just call me? I pushed him away and fell on my butt really hard. "Don't touch me. And where are you from?" "Italy." Italian guys are so attractive, but you look ugly to me. Of course I was lying. He was really cute. And so what? You made a bet with your Italian friends before coming to the States that you will make an American girl fall in love with you in the first 3 weeks? Kinda, but the bet was with my brothers. It was actually for 5 weeks. But when I saw you and knew you were miserable and ugly, I chose you and told my brothers, nah. I only needed 3 weeks to make this girl fall head over heels in love with me. Wow, who did he think he was? Did you just call me ugly? Yeah, but people must tell you that all the time, right? Ugh, I ignored him and walked away. But he followed me and started begging. He told me he knew about my sick dad and that I lost my mom years ago. He offered to pay me $10,000 if I agreed to spend 3 weeks at school with him so his brothers could see us together. And what did I have to lose? I already failed 2 exams. Are you gonna buy me food? A lot of food. Deal. And just like that, I became his fake girlfriend. His name was Leonardo, and he was super rich. And in the first 2 hours of our fake relationship, he got me 5 Gucci bags. If I have to be seen with you, you should change your cheap, ugly clothes. These are your size. And your favorite color, black. How did you know about my favorite color? You mentioned that in an Insta post, March 2018, and you said, "From now on, I will only wear black." Yeah, it's the day my mom passed away, and I was just sad. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please, forgive me. I saw this as a chance to make him feel guilty, so I said, "I don't know if I can forgive you. That might take a while." I saw a worried look on his face. Perfect. I excused myself to go to the bathroom, to do my happy dance first, and then try on all these amazing dresses. When I left the bathroom, Leonardo looked really impressed, and so did everyone else. I saw the look on every girl's face who made fun of me and my clothes, and to tease them more, I put my arm around Leonardo's. "You're amazing, amor mio." In your face, witches. The next few days were heaven. I got the latest iPhone, expensive shoes and clothes, amazing makeup, and the best perfumes. Now, me and Leonardo were inseparable, and everyone envied me. It felt amazing until one evening. I was studying for a stupid poetry exam when I felt hungry. I texted Leonardo and asked him to bring me some Italian food. A few minutes later, someone knocked on the door. It was a good-looking guy around my age. "Leonardo sent you?" No English. No English, madam." Just then, Dad asked me who I was talking to, and I said, "Some really handsome delivery boy. And too bad he doesn't understand English. And too dumb for a really hot boy. At least I'm not too dumb to think that Shakespeare is 2 verbs. You even turned it into the past tense, shook-speared. How did you even come up with that?" Hey, it's a confusing name. Poetry is hard. Oh, wait, didn't you say you didn't speak English? Well, your jerk boyfriend, who is also my brother, asked me not to talk to you. He's afraid that you would fall in love with me. Oh, wow. What's up with this family? But I decided to let it go and took the bags of food from him, and before closing the door, I said, "Thanketh thee. I loveth thee." You just said, "I love you." Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. This was so awkward, I just burst into tears. Can you please tutor me? Teach me something, man. I don't want to fail this exam. My dad will kill me. Okay. I'm gonna help you, not because I care or anything. It's because I want to tease my brother. and spend some time with you to piss him off. You guys are so honest. It runs in our blood. And he pushed me and got inside. His name was Diego, and he was such a smart guy. He tutored me for 5 hours. And the next day, I failed the exam. But who cares? I was the fake girlfriend of a wealthy boy. During lunch, Leonardo got me a cute bracelet with our letters carved on it. He was really into this bet. But suddenly, he got serious. Don't you ever talk to Diego again. Do you hear me? Or what? Are you for real? You're not the boss of me. This relationship is all fake. I said, do not talk to him again. Who did he think he was talking to me like that? Just then I spotted Diego, so I pushed Leonardo aside and I went to sit with him. I even faked crying over the poetry exam and hugged Diego so tight. He hugged me back. Later that day, I felt really sleepy during the boring lesson and put my head on the desk to take a nap. But someone started throwing paper balls at me. It was Leonardo standing outside the window. What are you doing here? Leave before the teacher sees you. Come with me now. I won't leave until you come with me. He was crazy. I didn't want the teacher to notice anything, so I just jumped out the window. I fell into Leonardo's arms and his face was really close to mine. I could see how amazing his brown eyes were. I also noticed a scar next to his eyebrow. That's a cute scar. But suddenly, Leonardo let me go and I fell on the ground. Ouch! Follow me. I followed him into the parking lot, and there I found a fancy carriage with 2 white horses. In what age do you live? But just then, 2 girls pulled me into the carriage and put makeup and a cute Disney princess dress on me. And then Leonardo joined me. We reached a beautiful meadow filled with wildflowers. We had an amazing dinner, and I said, "Why are you doing this? We both know it's fake." I don't know. I just felt like it. And then he held my hand and looked straight into my eyes. And he got closer. But just then my phone rang and I looked at it nervously. Is that him? What does he want? We agreed that he would tutor me tonight. I have a chemistry exam tomorrow. That's not going to happen. Oh, I'm sorry. I already texted him and sent him my location to pick me up. And a while later, Diego arrived, and he was holding a pretty bracelet in his hand. He handed it to me in front of Leonardo. Every charm has a different chemical element with its symbol to help you remember them better. You mean help me cheat better? Man, you're the best! I high-fived him and left him saying bye to Leonardo. That night, I studied with Diego for 3 hours, and to my surprise, I was finally able to understand some things in chemistry. I know it was my 6th attempt to succeed, but still. I got up to do my happy dance, and I don't know what happened, but I accidentally poured some soda on his t-shirt. I apologized immediately and started using wipes to clean up his shirt. Oh God, I'm such a dummy. I'm sorry. He held my hand, and I could feel his warm breath on my face. God, he was irresistible. You're really pretty, Melody. We looked at each other for a moment, and he got closer to kiss me, but I stopped him. I can't do this. I'm with Leonardo now. But it's all fake, Melody. I know, but I think, he's not that bad, and... Oh my God. You really think he likes you? How can you be this stupid? He got up and left. Now I was really confused. Whom did I really like? Was it Leonardo or Diego? Next day, when I arrived at school, I saw Diego and waved at him, but he ignored me. I walked toward him, but Leonardo showed up and put his arm around my neck. I believe your feet hurt really bad after last night. Why are you saying that? Because you walked into every single dream I had last night, Caramelina. Ugh, so lame. But just then he gave me my favorite chocolate and said, I'm not as smart as Diego, and I can't help tutor you. But I can give you chocolate. It will help you remember things better. I thanked him and left. I spent the few coming days with Leonardo because Diego was ignoring me. And one day, Diego didn't come to school and I got worried because he never missed school. I asked Leonardo about him, but he got all angry and didn't want to answer. But I insisted, and he told me that Diego wasn't feeling well and was taken to the hospital last night. Why are you looking at me like that? Go see your Prince Charming. He needs you. I left the school and ran to see Diego. I saw him sitting on his bed. He was surprised when he saw me. Diego, before you say anything, I'm sorry about everything. I didn't realize how much you mean to me until we stopped talking. I really miss you, and I was thinking maybe we should go out. But just then a girl showed up and held Diego's hand. Oh my God! What are the chances that this ugly redhead is your sister?
0. She is my girlfriend.
What the freaking flamingo? I wish the ground would open up and swallow me.
Melody, listen.
No, it's okay. I just ran out of there crying. Why did God make me so dumb? I didn't go to school for the next 2 days, although I finally passed the chemistry exam, but I was too sad. But then I remembered I'd agreed with Leonardo 3 weeks ago that I'd let him record a fake video of me begging him not to leave me to show it as proof to his brothers that he won the bet. So I went to school and told him I was ready.
For what?
For the video. You won the bet, remember?
No, I didn't win the bet. Diego did. I didn't make you fall in love with me. Diego did. I didn't break your heart. Diego did.
Wait, are you saying that Diego was involved in this? He also wanted me to fall in love with him?
Wasn't that too obvious, Melody? Can't you just look around you and see who really cared about you?
Oh, stop with your lies. Stop. I don't want to hear anything from you. Good job playing with my heart.
Oh, don't be the victim now. You just assumed that Diego really liked you, and you ditched me so many times to go with him, and you didn't even care about how that made me feel.
Aw,
Poor boy. He looks sad. Sorry to interrupt you guys, but I really need my chemical elements bracelet back. Since the bet is over now and I won, you should give it back to me. It even helped you to finally pass that exam. God, you're so dumb.
I got really mad at him and I slapped him hard in the face. And then I got the bracelet off and threw it on the floor. Diego got furious and approached me.
What did you do, you stupid girl? Don't talk to her like that, you jerk. Or what? What will you do to defend your little princess other than crying next to her?
And he pushed Leonardo away. But Leonardo punched him and he fell on the ground. Leonardo wanted to hurt him even more, but I stopped him. Stop it! Enough with all this drama!
Yeah, speaking of drama, I just sent you something about your Romeo.
And he got up and left. The video showed when I left Leonardo to visit Diego in the hospital that day. Leonardo took out a ring box and looked at it with teary eyes. But then he got mad and threw it on the ground. Then he sat on the floor and put his hands around his head. He looked really sad. Is this real? Do you like me?
I love you, Melody. You're amazing and funny and smart. And I understand that you don't love me back, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. You can leave me. I will be okay, I guess.
Or I can give you another 3 weeks to make me fall in love with you.
Really? That's amazing. Shall we start with a ring?
I think we can start with a kiss.
You're amazing, cutie cupcake.
Wait, my mom used to call me that.
I know. Would you mind me calling you that?
You're amazing, Leonardo. I was too blind to not see it. Can you please kiss me now?
I would love to.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Paris. I live with my single mom, and unfortunately, my sister Zoa, who's always been my biggest rival and a pain in my butt. Like, when I was 5, a tutor would come to teach us, and one day, he praised me in front of my mom.
Ma'am, your Sarah is a brilliant child. She's a quick learner. She can understand a concept in just an hour. But for the same thing, Zoa takes 3 days.
Zoa couldn't tolerate this and hit me hard on my head with the notebook. Before I could react, Mom yelled at her and grounded her for a week. I never really understood why she was jealous of me for being smarter. I wasn't jealous of her for being prettier. Whenever we went out together, people noticed her first and gave her compliments, but she was still so insecure. But maybe the reason why she really hated me was because I was fearless. Once when I was 10, the 3 of us were out on a picnic when I noticed a man snatch a woman's purse and run away. I immediately stuck out my leg and he tripped and fell down hard. The thief was taken away by the police and everyone there clapped for me, except for Zoa. Mom was pretty freaked out too.
Sarah, the thief could have had a weapon. He could have hurt you. Don't do that again. You're just a child.
Yeah, dummy cow. This is not some movie where you pretend to be an action hero. This is real life. And I'm afraid one day someone might cut you down into pieces. I know what your actual concern is, Zoa, and it's not for my safety. You just can't stand it when I'm praised by people, can you? Oh, please. I get plenty of praise because I'm so pretty. Have you ever heard someone use that word for you? I bet you can't even spell it. It's P-R-E-T-Y. You forgot a T, dinosaur brains. And you forgot my hand, dinosaur face. And suddenly she slapped me and we broke into a huge fight right in the middle of the park. As we grew up, she became prettier and more popular in school. All the time, boys would roam around her, while her minions cracked jokes about how I must be adopted. But I never let Zoa or any of those bullies get to me. I was smarter and stronger than those idiots any day. Once in 9th grade, I was looking for a book in the library when I noticed a boy staring at me from a gap in the shelf. I just went back to my seat and started reading my book, but he sat down in front of me.
Hey, what's your name? You're very pretty.
No way. This was definitely a prank. If I was really pretty, why was he the first boy to say so? I just walked off without a reply. I was in no mood to be made fun of. But the next day when I was walking through the hallway, I suddenly tripped over something and went flying straight into someone's arms. It was the boy from the library. Oh, thank you so much.
If you want to thank me, just tell me your name, please.
I did, and it turned out his name was Henry and he was my senior. We became good friends and started hanging out together all of the time. One day when I went to the cafeteria, I found a large poster stuck to a wall. It was my picture with an ugly mustache and devil horns, and the caption, "Sarah, the ugly monster." As I saw Zoa and her friends cackling in the distance, I was about to tear it down when Henry walked in.
Wow, someone's really jealous of your beauty, Sarah.
And with that, he tore it in half. Then he turned to me and said in front of everyone,
I think you're the most beautiful girl here. And you're smart and funny. You're just amazing. Will you be my girlfriend, Sarah?
I was shocked, but I said yes. And what made me even happier was seeing Zoa burn with rage. The next few days, I felt like a princess in some fairy tale. I would roam around with Henry, he would bring me roses, and would lie with his head in my lap for hours. It was all so beautiful. Then one day, he asked me to go to a party with him. That evening, I was getting ready when Zoa came running into my room, all breathless. Sarah, my sister, I need to tell you something. Please, stay away from Henry because he is a cheater. He is dating 3 girls, including me and you. He just kissed me today, out of the blue. What? You're such a psycho liar. Get out of my room, Zoa. But then she showed me something that left me stunned. It was a picture where she and Henry were kissing. I couldn't believe it. I ran to the washroom and Zoa followed me. Sarah, why are you crying? So what if he found me more attractive than you and kissed me? At least now we know his true colors. Don't cry, sis. This is for the best. I angrily pushed her aside. I'm not crying. Something just went into my eye. And I don't care if he kissed you. He's still my boyfriend. Get out, now! I left home pretending to see Henry, but of course, I wasn't gonna meet that jerk. I went to a park and sat alone and kept rejecting his phone calls. When he kept messaging me, I sent him the picture Zoa showed me. He started giving me excuses, but I didn't believe a single word he said. After an hour, I went home as if everything was perfectly fine. The next day in school, I was sitting on the bleachers when someone tapped on my shoulder. It was Henry. Just as he began speaking, I grabbed him by his collar angrily. Listen, I told you yesterday. But then suddenly, I spotted Zoa looking at us, and I immediately pulled Henry close and kissed him. When Zoa left, I pushed him back hard. Listen, I told you yesterday to stay away from me. I don't want to see your face again.
But Sarah, I swear I never cheated on you. I was just having my Coke when Zoa came out of nowhere and kissed me. I was really angry with her.
It takes 2 people to kiss, and you were one of them. So just stop lying and leave me alone, cheater. I put my fingers in my ears and walked away from him. But that night, something really strange happened. We were all asleep when we heard Zoa screaming. We ran to her room to find a boy in Zoa's room, and she was beating his butt with a stick. The boy was from our school. Mom, I caught this thief. I caught him. Call the police. Call the media. I'm so brave. I'm a hero.
I'm not a thief. I'm Zoa's freaking boyfriend. I just came to see her and she went bonkers on me. Crazy girl. Oh, also, Sarah, she kissed your boyfriend and told me to take pictures of her doing that. He was so mad at her. In case you didn't know, your sister's a psycho.
Oh God, Henry was telling the truth and I hadn't believed him. The boy broke up with Zoa and jumped out the window, while I turned around and pounced on her. I pulled her hair as hard as I could till Mom pulled me away. The next morning, I literally ran to school and found Henry and apologized to him. He opened his arms and we hugged each other really tight. Time passed and we graduated from school. Henry went abroad for his higher education and Zoe and I started college. Then one day, Mom suddenly felt some pain in her chest, and after the doctor's examination, it turned out that she needed a really expensive heart surgery. This was the first time in my life that I felt scared. We didn't have enough money, so I took up a part-time job to start saving. I asked Zoa too, but she flatly refused. Sorry, but a princess like me can't work. Look at my hands, so soft and delicate. I'm not spoiling them. No, you're the Tarzan of the family, the strong one. You got this, girl. And just like that, she walked off. Just a few days later, I heard Mom screaming. I ran to her room and she was standing in front of some empty drawers, asking me where all her jewelry had gone. I had no idea, and we marched straight to Zoa's room. She wasn't there, but a note was lying on her bed. Mom, Sarah, my journey with you people ends here. I can't live with poor, depressed people like you anymore. Mom, please make Sarah the heir of this damaged house because I like mansions only. I'm taking all the jewelry as memories of you, Mom. Love ya, but don't look for me. Mom was completely devastated. I took her to her room and put her to sleep, but I was in despair. We were left with nothing. My salary wasn't enough for the treatment. I left home to contact some charity organization, and on my way, it started raining. Just then, I saw a huge crowd gathered around on a bridge. I looked down and saw a small kitten hanging onto a log in the strong river current, and people were just standing around making videos and doing nothing. Luckily, I found a piece of rope tied to the bridge. Without another thought, I climbed down the rope and reached out for the kitten. Some people started helping me then by pulling us up, and we both landed safely. I was completely drenched in the rain, so I decided to go back home. That evening, someone rang our doorbell, and when I opened the door, I found a bunch of people with cameras and mics standing outside.
You saved a little kitten today without caring about your own life. What would you like to say?
This girl, people, she's a hero.
She makes us believe that good people truly exist. She's restored my faith in humanity.
Wait, what? What was going on? And I soon found out that people had been making videos of me saving the cat, and they'd gone viral. And before I knew it, I had become quite famous. I was in newspapers and giving interviews on news channels. I was honored by the government with a bravery award and also given $30,000. And of course, the first thing I did was get my mom's heart surgery. It was successful and she recovered fully in a few months. Soon after, I got an offer to participate in a really famous reality stunt show, and I accepted. Within no time, I'd become a celebrity, and now, Mom and I were rich. We were living a great life until one day, someone knocked on the door. When I opened it, I was shocked to see Zoa. As she tried to step inside, I blocked her path. Where's Mom? I need her help. My boyfriend cheated on me. He made me pregnant and ran away with all my money and jewelry. I've got nothing to eat. Are you so fat because you're pregnant again? Oh, no. Luckily, I had a miscarriage, but I had lots of cravings while I was pregnant, so I gained some weight. It's nothing. I'll be back to my old shape in no time, you'll see.
Are you sure you're not pregnant?
Of course, I said so already. Then I kicked her so hard she fell back on her butt. How dare you call her mom? You left her when she was fighting for her life. No, you robbed her first and then left her. You're just a blood-sucking leech, Zoa, and you deserve whatever bad things come your way. Now get lost and don't show up here again. And I slammed the door on her face. Half an hour later, the bell rang again. Oh God, this Zoa. Maybe I needed to kick her harder this time. But when I opened the door, I was shocked. It was Henry. He opened his arms and I jumped to hug him. Oh, I can't believe it's you, Henry. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too, sweetheart. And I have a really important question for you. Sarah, will you marry me?
Oh my God, yes, 100 times yes. And then we kissed.